It's Bapu family. Bapu, believe ambitiously, persevere opportunities outstandingly. Today's topic, marriage. Yes, I like to speak about marriage. You know, oftentimes couples believe that a ring, you know, that marriage make them a wife or make them a husband. There are a lot of single people who are wives, a lot of single people who are husbands. Yes. A marriage does not make you a wife. A marriage does not make you a husband. You have to have certain qualities of a wife and certain qualities of a husband. A promiscuous lifestyle cannot make you a wife or a husband. So oftentimes people will believe that whenever they have a ring on their finger, and a woman likely believe that when she has a ring on her finger, she's a wife. The ring does not make a woman a wife. Oftentimes, a woman will, wear her ring and say that she's a wife, but that does not make a woman a wife. And I'm going to say again, there are a lot of single people who are wives and husbands. So, whenever you see people flaunting and they are this, and oftentimes people present a front saying that they are happy and this, but that's not the case, because if you view their life, it's not a happy marriage. Oftentimes one party wish to control the other. If you are not coming from, if it's not a place of respect, a mutual respect, there cannot be any happiness. So a woman will say that she's in a happy marriage and stuff like that, but you can examine by the fruit. You can know happiness. Oftentimes it's just a front, as what I said. They are not happy. A man will say that he's in a happy marriage. But when you dig deep and look into the situation, there's no happiness there because there's no mutual respect. And once you cannot have respect, there is no form of communication between the parties. You can see the unhappiness in their eyes. Yes. But they claim that they are in a happy marriage and, stuff like that. So many unhappy people in this world trapped in marriage for whatever reason. Unhappy. Sometimes, a man will say, boy, from the moment he married, the woman turn on him like green lizard, change colors like green lizard, showing her true colors. Yeah, that colloquial expression oftentimes used in Jamaica, the woman change like green lizard, or the man change like green lizard. So a marriage does not make a person a wife or a husband. You have to try to look for the qualities within a future partner, this person you wish to spend the rest of your life with. You cannot you just take up anyone and just because you are desperately in need of companionship, desperately in need of a wife or a husband. You have to ensure that you are guided. You have to choose properly because this person is going to be with you. So if this person is toxic, if this person is not, you're going to be in misery. Unhappy the rest of your life. And unhappiness will trample on every aspect of your life. Yes, including your finance. Happy people prosper. Yes, because it's about energy, that negative energy. When you have negative people around you, it affects your finance. So when you look at marriage, oftentimes I see people within the confines of marriage. I have to wonder why they even married in the first place. Because it's just they're just posing in it. It's just like acting in. It's just like acting. I don't see what marriage really mean and what and a biblical perspective, and what marriage really mean. And I don't see that within the confines of many marriages. People just live loosely, conduct themselves loosely, and living their lives. People even separate, sleeping in separate bedrooms. There are a lot of things going on, within the confines of marriage. So oftentimes people see this front, this is like a acting. They're presenting themselves as this happy couple or this happy, having this happy marriage, but that's not the case. They're not living any happy life. You can see the misery in their eyes. You can see that they're miserable. Stress out. Stress out. So marriage does not make a person a wife or a husband. You have to have such qualities. Oftentimes people don't look for the qualities just out of desperation. Particularly women they just desperately don't want to wish to be single. They want some form of security. So they will find a man, he might be financially, secure. Meaning that he has money. So yes, you're going to just marry him. No, you have to think not just within the confines of the finance, but think of your happiness. Oftentimes people trample on their happiness because of material possession, some financial benefit. When you trample on your happiness, you are actually trampling on your peace of mind, your state of mind, for the sake of finance. So a woman oftentimes will say, yes, I need a sense of security. A sense of security is important, yes, because you want someone who can be financially, stable, which can really assist you. But at the same time, wanting someone who is financially stable, you must be someone who is financially stable as well. Because oftentimes people want what they are not. How can you want a person of this caliber when you are not this person of this caliber? What if the person was looking at it in the sense that you want me to have this, and what do you have? What do you bring to the table? So oftentimes relationship one-sided, particularly marriage one-sided. The person will say, I want a good wife. Are you a good husband? Person will say, I want a good husband. Are you a good wife? So anything you want, you have to become. So start being a wife before marriage. You cannot wait until marriage to be a wife. Because that is the problem. I see people just have ring wearing and finger. The ring don't mean nothing to them. The marriage, their commitment, it don't mean nothing to them. They still act loosely. They still conduct themselves as if they are single people. They take off their ring. They conduct themselves, still living a promiscuous lifestyle. What is the purpose of even marriage in the first place? So that's the reason why Bapu TV will say that a ring does not make a person, a woman, a wife. Or either a ring make a man a husband. It has nothing to do with it. So this whole ceremony and people saying, yes, I'm married. What does that really mean? Are you happy? So many people within the confines of marriage are so sad. Yes, and the divorce rate is high, particularly among religious people. The divorce rate, because they don't understand that the importance of marriage, and what marriage really means. So they are living their lives. Yes. And there are several people you see putting out this front and behaving as if they are in a happy marriage. That's not the case. separate bedrooms, separate everything, but in the public they just present a front as if, yes, we are happy and we are living. That's not the case. Sadness, hoping to just live. They can't stand each other, they can't tolerate each other. Colloquially speaking, they can't take a bone in each other. Feeling hurt, everyday pain, misery, violence, even abuse. Yes, oftentimes you see woman with thick eyeglass over eye, husband punch in the face, or hit her head in the door, her face in the door, and she said it is accidental. She was door turn. How the door turn and lick in your eye like that? So oftentimes a woman will shield a man and hiding her pain, hiding such abuse. Marriage doesn't, it not just carry the weight anymore because you people, yes, I'm married. What does that really mean? Wearing a ring doesn't mean that you are married. It symbolizes marriage. It's a symbol. The ring is just a symbol. But what does your mentally, spiritually, are you connected to such person? Your mind, because there's a song, your body is here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. Yes, your body is here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. How many people within the confines of marriage are just posing, playing double six? We call it, in Jamaica, double six, just a pose. Pose up. Nothing else to it. How many people within the confines of the religion who actually they say they are married but they are single? Husband now look upon them, wife now look at them. Separate bedrooms. Now cook, husband, wife now cook for them. Wife done with them, now wash no clothes, nothing. Sleep out every single night, but in the public, in the daytime, they go to church. Yes, they go to church together. As present a united front, a happy family. But in the night, husband gone a mate yard. Can't stand wife, can't take a bone in her. That is the reality. That is the reality of life. And oftentimes people think that whenever I talk things, it's just for talking's sake. I don't talk without, I can substantiate every claim. Every single one, I can substantiate them. Going to church, happy Sabbath, for example, the Sabbath, today. Going to church, presenting this front, happy family. But in the night, husband gone and mate yard. But they present this thing because they want to seek the acceptance and approval of others, of church people. They want such acceptance and approval from person. So they just put out this front and go to church together as a happy family, right? But they are not happy. Separate bedrooms. Husband and wife don't have sexual intercourse for years within the confines of their marriage. Mate and husband a shack up. Wife and such man a shack up. But attend church on Sundays. Yes, whenever you hear her talk something, it's not any make-up stories, things that I know going on. Gone out. Yeah, man. Woman a wet up pillar. Ball. Can't take the pain. But because they are, a certain type of people, they don't want to give a bad impression, leave a bad impression, like their marriage, is not happy, they will come out and put out this, it's acting. They are just actors. Yes, we are in a happy marriage. We are happy and everything. Whenever you hear people has to keep on saying that they're in a happy relationship, oftentimes it's a sign that something is wrong. If you are so happy, there is no need for you to tell people over and over that your relationship is happy. You are trying to look some form of acceptance or approval. Seeking acceptance and approval. It's not something, when I look at it, people just married for marriage sake. I don't see the substance, anything to it. We say yes. Why in a relation, in a marriage, when your husband every night in Ghana meet yard, you don't have a vagina? Every single night, man drive out Ghana meet yard. Yes. So you are just actors, pretenders, as if you are in this happy relationship and this happy marriage and you are in this happy. That's not the case. You know that you sleep in separate bedrooms. You know that you don't. Woman, you know I'm speaking the truth. You know you cannot stand the man. Husband, you know you cannot stand your wife. There's even a politician there. This is what it calls. You never hear the people trying to pull things together and trying to be together when they know that this not even should in the first place. The marriage should even happen in the first place. This ceremony shouldn't happen. So you find that husband and a live wife. Yes. People in misery and just one day fed up and just lose it and take action. We see that oftentimes in the news. Wife kill husband or husband kill wife. Because of the years of misery, people are hurting within the confines of marriage. People are in pain. How many people want a way out? You believe that? Don't watch this ring and this something that people flaunting and this posing as if this is happy something. No, that's not the case. That's not the case. So oftentimes when you hear about divorce, you wonder what? Then they have, you're gonna ask yourself, then they have problem and them seems to happy together and they just acting. People are pretenders. They are pretending to have something that they don't have. Should put in a front because they seek acceptance and approval from others. But Bapu TV don't seek acceptance or approval from others. So I just true to myself. Be true to myself. So they have just ring and fingers and yes, I am a married man, I am a married woman, and at the same time, their lifestyle is not in accordance, is not in line with marriage. Sleeping around, left, right, and center. Husband can't stay a yard, wife a wet up pillar. As husband gone, such man enter house. So people should understand that marriage is not, don't watch them on the ring and that is just a front. That is just the ceremony that they perform. Because if you are a married person, how can you be so reckless in your behavior, sleeping around, living a promiscuous life? That marriage should mean something and have value, It is a oath, between you and God Almighty. And if you are breaking such, promise during good times and bad times, they're just faking things, man. Living like wild, they're in the wild west. Woman having a good time, man having a good time. Yes, but they say that they are in a marriage. They have marriage. What kind of marriage they have? What kind of marriage could that be? When everybody live their life, mind their own business, sleep in separate bedrooms. They cannot stay in the same bedroom anymore. Toxic. Perhaps they're afraid of one party may strangle each other in their sleep. So it's best you stay. Mary, it's best you stay out of my bedroom because I don't want you to strangle me in my sleep. Or John, best you stay out the bedroom because I don't want you to strangle me in my sleep. So toxic that people were afraid of sleeping with each other within the confines of marriage. Cannot stay in the same bedroom because it is so dangerous. They might put a pillow over your head and alive you in your sleep. So toxic, it reach that level that you know what? Stay out of my bedroom. So don't watch the front and these people are just presenting front. Yes, I'm putting up ring and showing off ring. Nothing more to it. Bapu TV is telling you there's nothing more to their ring. There's no substance. No substance to such ring. No commitment, no loyalty. The very moment they get a chance to betray each other, they'll betray each other. No loyalty. So they are behaving as if they're in the wild, wild west. Sleeping left, right, and center. So don't make ring fright, no. I mean, people tell you about, I am happily married. What does that mean? What does happily marriage mean? When husband a batter you, husband a lick you in your gut, a tap in your belly, a beat you. What does happy marriage mean? Husband can't stand a bone in you. Gone out mate yard every night. And stop the acting and pretending, you hear? That's the reason why so many women in abusive relationship for years being battered emotionally and physically. Battered. Yes, emotionally and physically they are being battered. But they stay in such abusive relationship. Men, emotionally and physically as well, because a lot of men are being beaten by Jezebel spirited women, you know. Beaten by these women. So oftentimes people believe that it's only women being abused. Men are being abused in the confines of marriage as well. And such relationship being abused. So you find that women oftentimes, always have this ring, and I'm saying that what does that mean? Because at the end of the day, if you are so happy, there is no need for you to, be seeking that. Why would you seeking someone else if you are so happy? You cannot be seeking another if you are so happy, if you are fulfilled. What are you looking for? Oh, you just enjoy sleeping around, right? Yes. Enjoy living a promiscuous lifestyle, but yes, you are married. Yeah, man. You are married. You are within the confines of a marriage. You're a married person, but you enjoy every now and then you sneak out and sleep with Mary. Or you sneak out and sleep with John. But yet still you come back to your husband, as a good wife. Yes. You all understand, I can tell you something what I observed. You see, whenever you have people within the confines of marriage who sleep around, what they actually do, is take on this negative energy, which oftentimes lead to cancer. People you see within the confines of marriage and they go outside of their marriage and sleep around, oftentimes it results in cancer. They take on this cancer. It's like a spirit. They take on such thing and they develop cancer. Over and over I observe that. You find that if the wife do it, the wife end up with some form of cancer. If the husband do it, the husband end up with some form of cancer. This is something that I observe. I don't know if people looking at it, because what a lot of people don't understand, sex is 95% spiritual and those 5% physical, sexual intercourse. It is spiritual. And people, whenever they live with such promiscuous lifestyle, they don't understand, say it's not about just disease, but the spiritual aspect of it, your spiritual life. So it trample on their spiritual life. So it affects every aspect of their life, including their finance. So people who live a promiscuous lifestyle, it affects their finance. Yes. So you find that, you within the confines of marriage, people live such promiscuous lifestyle and putting out this front as if they are this happy wife, this happy husband. Nothing like that. You all know that you sleep in separate bedrooms. You all know that you just attend church because you want the pastor to see a unite and the members to see a united front, husband and wife and children together. You know you cannot stand each other. You can't stand a bone in your wife. You can't stand a bone in your husband. So Bapu TV, stop fooling yourself, because you can't fool God. Yeah? Just be true to yourself and know that somehow the marriage, it fall apart before it even start. The day of the marriage, it married then at the end before it even start. So Bapu TV, I am out.